Hi everyone, I'm Faith. Welcome to the outside of Flow Yoga. It's a beautiful morning. There's a beautiful breeze. It's not yet gotten too hot, so it's a perfect time for us to practice outside. So if you have a place that you could join us outside, maybe by a pool, on a porch, maybe just by a window, or whatever it is that's comfortable for you today. Just go ahead and unroll your mat. Get yourself a blanket or towel or something that you can use to support your head so that your body can just relax. And take a moment just to begin to settle in. Getting that space to feel just right, that your body feels supported, that your body feels safe. And when we can relax our physical body, we can begin to also relax and to calm our minds. So as you feel that physical body, maybe first noticing the head, feeling that weight of your head as it just completely releases, whether it's on the mat itself or supported by a pillow or blanket or towel. Just feel that weight of your head, just letting go. And feel how the neck begins to relax. How our jaws can begin to soften. Maybe we find a little bit of space between our lips and a little bit of space between the upper and lower teeth. Maybe noticing that when we relax those jaws, our tongues begin to sink down into the floor of the mouth. And always giving yourself permission that if you need to move your head just a little bit side to side or maybe a little up and down, that's fine. Just make that adjustment, whatever it is that you need today. And then relaxing the shoulders. Maybe relaxing one shoulder and then the other, or maybe feeling both shoulders just open. Imagining here that you're opening a book, and the center of your chest is that fold of the book, and that your shoulders are the two ends of the book, that they just open and they rest on the tabletop. So we can feel the upper back relax, the shoulders relaxing down, the chest opening. And again, give ourselves permission if we want to, a little wiggle of our shoulders, maybe a wiggle of our arms, and see if we can allow the backs of the hands to rest on the ground, letting our palms have an open up sweep. Feel our fingers soft. And then relaxing our buttocks, relaxing our hips. Maybe give ourselves that little wiggle, that little shimmy, that tiny little move that we need. That we can feel the weight completely releasing from our sense of having to hold on. That we give ourselves completely to the mat. Giving ourselves to the earth, to nature. To whatever space it is that's beneath you, to give you that sense of support, ground, and connection. And then feeling our legs, maybe our toes starting to point away from one another just a little bit. We don't have to be wide-legged, but just enough that you can feel yourself, maybe just for this moment, the first time in a number of hours that you could completely let go, that you're not clenching, you're not tightening, you're not trying to hold on. And just feel the eyes close and breathe. And maybe for you, having your legs long or uncomfortable, so please by all means bend your knees if you need, or support your legs with whatever you may have brought to the mat with you. Just see where you can be now to let go. We'll do a gentle scan just to notice that we do want to check in to where we are at this moment, physically, emotionally, and with our breath. There you have it. Coming into this still space. Let's very slowly begin to draw our knees upwards in towards our chest. Drawing our knees in and giving ourselves a little hug. We give ourselves a little hug. Just begin to rock a little bit side to side. Slow, smooth, and soft motions. Massaging out our backs. And just noticing what we're feeling, noticing how we're feeling. And then allowing our gaze to go in the direction opposite of our knees. So take a moment just to notice that when the knees go one way, the head goes the other, and how that feels. And then after you do side to side evenly, let's slowly come back to center, please. Soften our shoulders once again, relaxing our back, melting ourselves in. And let's go ahead and wiggle our ankles, wiggle the toes, just kind of feel here and notice a gentle release, maybe fanning our feet. And then as we exhale, lowering our feet down, keeping our knees bent, rolling the shoulder blades underneath, opening that chest. And let's begin as we breathe in here to the belly. We can feel that breath rising up the chest in a gentle arch. As we exhale, then gently releasing the back, but then pressing the feet into the mat. And feel the tailbone just start to lift up just a bit. So just begin that gentle inhaling, opening, that exhaling, slowly pressing the feet and lifting that tail. Now the next time we come into that exhale, we allow that tailbone to lift just a bit. We feel the feet strong. We let our arms lift all the way up and press them back behind us so that we can begin to feel a stretch in the back. We can maybe reach one hand and then reach the other. And let's just stay here as we reach both arms. And then gently and slowly releasing the arms, drawing the knees into the chest one more time, giving ourselves again that gentle and soft hug. Just breathe here. Letting our eyes softly close. And then coming back to center when we feel that we've moved evenly. So as we go side to side, noticing the body, we're going to take a little circle. So we're going to start to circle the legs, whichever direction you want to go to. And we're going to start to play with this today. So as you inhale, you can feel the body expand, but as you exhale and the knees press away, feel that belly. And again, can you look away from the direction of the knees? Now we're welcome to just stay right here, keeping this very gentle, but we can allow our hands to come away from our legs and then allow the legs to move a little bit stronger, a little bit more. So as you exhale, those legs press away a bit. You inhale and you draw in. And then start to make that circle a little smaller once again. And we'll come back to center, pausing, and maybe a little rock side to side. And can we begin to circle the opposite direction? And notice the little difference in that. And again, if you'd like, stay here with your hands at your legs, keeping this gentle, or go ahead and allow yourself to have a little bit more movement. Exhaling as the legs press away, inhaling as they come in, so that you can really begin to feel that belly working nice and strong. Notice that connection between your breath and the movement. And then make that circle smaller again, until finally the legs are melted into the chest one more time. Just give yourself that hug. Maybe notice any changes that have taken place. Feel that chest really open. Feel the shoulder blades melting down. Just feel that breath. That's right, just letting go. Let's bring our knees now that they seem to hover right over our hips. If your toes tend to want to point down, you're going to notice the legs are really heavy. So let your toes point up and almost like they're pulling back towards your head so that you can feel those heels pressing away. And we're going to gently begin to let the legs move a little bit side to side. Now we're not taking them all the way over, but we're going to begin creating some upper body movement that as the knees go right, you let your right arm go left. And as you inhale, come back center, the knees maybe go left and your left arm will go right. So just slowly start to feel this gentle twist, going as far as it feels good for you, maintaining that sense of strong connection, that nice, strong belly integrity. Never feeling as though you're twerking Even though it's called a twist, you don't want to feel yourself getting all twisted up. Now here's where this can become fun. Remember those circles that we did with our legs? We can start doing that same thing here. Letting the arms and the legs begin to move. And just feel the body, feel that breath. So feel that exhale as those legs are coming away and feeling those arms moving. You begin to get this big motion. Mind you, I didn't tell you which side to go your circle, right? So you know where you've gone. You've gone in that direction that you always go. You didn't even think about it. But guess what we need to do? We need to go to the other side. So when you're ready, just come back to center. Maybe bring the knees up, bring those arms up. Maybe you're not sure how you did that. But let's see if we can go the other way. And if it feels weird, that's correct. It should feel kind of weird because that's not your go-ahead motion. So again, if you don't want the arms to move today, the arms can stay down to the side. But if you want those legs, you want to feel a little more belly, a little more work, getting that strength and connection, but still moving in a very kind and gentle, loving way. Breathing in, breathing out. And then let's finish up one more time. Go ahead. Bring those knees into the chest. Give ourselves that hug. Breathe. And as we exhale, let's lower our feet down. Slide our shoulder blades underneath. Take a nice inhale. Come up to bridge. And if you're like me, you can now readjust your shirt that may have crept up. Just find your space here. Notice if your feet are too far away. You're pushing. You're really not feeling that same essence as if you bring your feet, that they feel as though that they're in line under the knee. And then you can really begin to lift up just enough. But you're not really tightening in here. You feel this energy that lifts you. But be careful you don't start like trying to squeeze to over control the pose. And then as we exhale, slowly begin to lower down. Let's go ahead and bring the knees once again into the chest. Soften those shoulders. And let's go ahead and bring our arms one more time back behind us. Remember when we were walking, the arms are climbing. So see where we can be here, reaching those arms back. And then see if we can raise our legs up. Again, the toes, if we point the toes, the legs are really heavy down. So if we bring the toes down towards our head, pressing up through the heel, we can feel the lengthening, and then we feel the strengthening in the front. Just find your length here. This would be like the Viparita Karani, the legs up the wall pose, but this is done with action. Let's go ahead one more time and take our arms out to the side, softening the shoulders, opening the chest. Now a little work once again. If you will imagine both of your ankles are attached with a resistance band, something that's stretchy, something that gives that resistance, but yet you have movement. We're going to take a big deep breath as we really feel the energy in the body, and as we exhale, we're going to slowly start lowering the right leg down. But see if you can stop right before that leg touches the ground. And at the same time, this left leg is pulling away, so remember, feeling like you have an elastic band. You can always stop to take another breath. Breathe and feel. You should feel some work going on here in that body. And then as you inhale, let's draw that leg up. Are you ready? Left leg. Take a big deep breath first. Fill that body. Lift that pelvic floor. Lift and feel that mula bandha, that root lock. And then as we exhale, slowly allow that left leg to start coming down. Again, this right leg is working as though it's pulling away. And then stop right before that left heel comes to the ground. And then as we inhale, coming back up. Soften the shoulders. Maybe sway the hips a little bit side to side. Maybe give yourself a little movement. Feel that release. And can we bring the arms back behind us once again? Find your breath. That's all we need to do. Let your eyes close. And then when you're ready, bring your knees into your chest. One more loving hug. Softening the shoulders, softening the chest. And we want to bring ourselves up into a seat. So would you like to rock to your favorite side? Would you like to rock to your not favorite side? Or would you like to rock straight up? That is completely up to you. Stay on your mat as you usually are. I'm just turning so that I will be able to face you. And for today, we're going to bring our feet flat on the mat. So I'm going to begin facing you here, and then I'll turn. But let's bring our hands to our knees and do a little cow and cat here. So as we inhale, we want to open the chest. And as you exhale, slowly rounding the back, but use your arms. Feel the strength in the arms and feel the belly here. That's what's really holding you. As you inhale, let the arms help to pull and open that chest. So you want to feel now those shoulder blades coming together in the back so your chest can open, and then exhaling, coming back. So find that breath, breathing in and breathing out. Just feel that breath, hearing that resonance of that breath into the back of the throat. Now the next time, guys, that we lift up, we're going to open that chest. Lift up with that chest lifted. Feel those arms strong. Got that little bend to the elbow. You feel those shoulder blades coming together. You feel that chest open. You're sitting nice and tall. We're going to take our right hand on our next in-breath, like we're going to shake someone's hand. We're lifting it all the way up as we stretch that right side. Turn now right, and can we bring that right hand back behind us, just right behind the right hip. Turning our body to the right, and then just bring that left arm. What's good for you? Would you like that elbow to that outside of that leg? Would you prefer to keep that left hand right at the knee and maybe hug it in? So feel what's right for you, but you want to feel here in that belly. Feel your chest expanding, your back long. Find that breath. And as we're exhaling, slowly begin to release. Let both hands once again come to the knees. Just reach back into that cat. Inhale, lifting and opening again to that cow pose. So again, feel those shoulder blades working. Feel that chest open. And let's use that left hand. So as we inhale, left arm rises up. We rotate our body to the left. Bring that left hand back behind us, right behind the butt cheek. Feel the heart lift. And again, choices. Right hand can come to the left knee. We can just hug those legs in. Or maybe we ease that arm all the way over to the outside of that left leg. Try it. See what feels good. Notice your shoulders. Notice the chest. Notice the back. And then slowly, as we're exhaling, coming back to center, hands again to the knees, reach back into that cat. Just feel that body resting in this space. One more time, inhale, lifting that chest and opening. And we're going to take this a little bit more. So when you're ready here, as we lift the chest open, this time we're going to allow our knees to go to the right and bring that right hand back again. And just take a moment and look behind you. That's all you want to do. Just look behind you. Feel that right hand supporting you and just feel yourself. And maybe taking that left arm now, lifting up over your head and stretching it back. And then we come back again. Come back center. Can we come back into that cat? Inhaling, lifting up tall, letting the knees go left. Bring that left hand back behind you again. Feel yourself twisting and turning, looking behind. And then maybe taking that right arm up and lifting it up overhead. And then when you're ready, we come back center, come to cat. So when you're ready, we're going to bring this into a little flow. So you may need to ease yourself back a little bit on your mat because there's a good chance you're going to start easing yourself forward. So as we inhale, we're going to turn to the right. Right hand comes back and reach that left arm up. So you start giving yourself a twist, and each time you're going to reach a little more. Coming back to center, feel that exhale cat, lifting up, turning left, raising that arm. Hi, Bella. She doesn't care. She knows she's a star. So each time, see if you can come a little further, and then when you reach the hand back, maybe see if you can take it down, that you start turning the shoulders facing the ground, lifting back up, coming back center. Are you easing yourself all the way to the front of the mat as I am? And then reach, and then see if you can bring that hand down. Now, so for those who have been practicing this with me, when we were together on the mat, see if we can take ourselves, reaching ourselves through, bringing the hands down, maybe lowering down a bit, opening up our hearts, coming back up to center, going to the side, maybe lowering, opening back up, and coming back. Let's just do two more. One more right, one more left. And maybe for you today, you would just like to pause in the twist. That's fine. When we come back to center, just take a nice inhale, lift and open the heart. Wrap your arms around your legs. Maybe give yourself a little pause, like a little, this would be our seated child's pose. And then as we inhale, we're going to look forward. This time we're going to bring our hands back. Fingertips face forward. Roll those shoulder blades together. Let the chest open. Fingers are firm. And maybe just pause here to open the chest. Breathe. And what you may notice here is that your hips want to rise. So maybe you take your hips up. Maybe you work yourself into that little reverse plank, whatever feels good. Maybe you want to explore taking one leg forward and then maybe explore taking that other leg. See how you're feeling today. Maybe you wanted to take both of those legs forward. And then when you're ready, slowly let's bring ourselves back down on the mat, letting our hips come back. And find here a little opening of our hips. So let's bring the bottoms of our feet together. Maybe lift one hip, lift the other, maybe physically moving whatever extra baggage that we may have. Taking our hands maybe behind us to lift, or maybe taking that blanket and sliding it underneath. And just take a moment here to sit up nice and tall. Let's just notice how those hips feel. And we're going to slide the left foot in. And let's help this right knee now come up. Sitting up here nice and tall. We're going to actually take our left arm. We're going to lift that up, turn left, bring that right arm to the inside of that right leg as we lift tall here. Now can you take those two fingers of the right hand, slide it between your second toe and your big toe. So use that to kind of connect. Feel the toe pushing into the fingers. Lift your heart. Now see for you, maybe this leg gets very light. Maybe you start to just lift that leg. What feels right? Maybe that leg just wants to lift. You want to feel the arm, you want to feel the shoulder. Does that leg want to move out to the side a little? But here we want to actually bring it over, cross it over the left. Come back to center here as we sit nice and tall and find our breath. We're going to take our right arm now. We're going to take it to our left shoulder. Left arm crosses underneath. Give ourselves a nice hug. See if we can take our fingers and really wrap it behind us, pressing the arms together, letting the hands lift. And just take a moment and getting a nice stretch here in our Gandhanasana, our eagle. Letting the hands move a little. Maybe they move a little left and right and left. Maybe you can lift the arms just a bit and lower the arms a little. Maybe move them a little side to side. Notice how that changes where you feel this pose. And then slowly letting the arms release. Coming back down, we're going to twist now to the right. So right arm lifts up, doing a nice back stroke. Left arm hugs that right leg. Try to keep that right foot flat, sitting up nice and tall. And again, if you want to take this left elbow to the outside of that right leg, please go ahead and do so. Check to make sure that your shoulders are relaxed. Hopefully you have some sensation where you can feel some gentle releasing of that hip in the right. And then take our time, come back center. Let's ease our legs into just that cross leg position, that easy seated pose for a moment. That right leg is still forward. Again, do you need to make some adjustments with the hips, sitting up nice and tall? Let's take a big deep breath, feeling the heart expand, the arms lift, reaching the arms upwards to the sky, and then gently hinge to the right, like a half moon pose here. And then inhale, come back up, and exhale, half moon pose left. Inhale one more time. Lift up tall. As we exhale, let's take the arms out to the side. And imagine here they're like wings. Feel the heart expand. Feel the shoulder blades coming together in the back, but feel the chest expand. We're going to start to hinge at our hip. And the minute we feel ourselves starting to lose it, we feel ourselves starting to fall into like a little C. We can then bring our hands down, keep long into the body, and then just start to ease ourselves down. What feels good, maybe we want to take our yoga block and bring that down. Just take this moment just to feel. Remember, we just stretched in that hip, and that's probably what you're feeling now, is that little bit more of that letting go sensation. But if you're feeling something that is not letting go, that is tightening up, that's saying, ouch, pull out, come back out of that. And then as we inhale, lift up, walk ourselves back up, sitting up nice and tall. And let's bring our bottoms of our feet together one more time, finding that Baddha Konasana, that butterfly pose. Do you need to make some adjustments? Please do so. Sitting tall. Let's this time bring our right leg in. And we can help guide this left knee up. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Let's take our right arm, bring it back behind us, left elbow to the inside of the left leg as we sit tall, once again getting a nice little twist. Can you take the left hand, those second and third fingers, slide it between your second toe and your big toe. Press the toe into the fingers, feel how your body lifts, and then maybe this leg starts to lift. And you may notice how the two legs don't play the same way. So maybe start to lift that leg. Maybe it just wants to come forward. You start to look a little, maybe that leg comes out to the left. Just find that big breath here. And then can we now cross this leg over and allow that left foot to come to the outside of the right leg. We sit up nice and tall. So let's bring our left hand now to our right shoulder. Take our right arm underneath. Walk the fingers back and the shoulders like we're massaging those shoulder blades. Pressing the arms strongly together. When we're ready, we lift the hands. We feel that rotation. See if you can bring the palms together. Maybe you need the backs of the hands together. Maybe they just talk to one another and they wave, whatever feels good. And then again, see if you can move your hands a little bit. See if you can move the arms, that you can raise them up, take them down, side to side. Because notice how you can access something just a little different. And just breathe. If you feel like you're forcing it, like your shoulders are coming up, relax them down. And then slowly releasing those eagle arms, letting the arms come down. You can take that left arm, reach it up, rotate it back, giving that left leg a nice hug with our right arm, or again, maybe taking that elbow over. What feels good for you? Just find that breath here. And then slowly, let's come back to center. Can we now slide this left foot to sit in front of the right, finding once again easy seated pose. Readjust if you need. Sitting up nice and tall. Notice how the two sides of your hips are very different as we inhale, arms rise. Lengthening ourselves up. Once again, half moon. Let's go ahead left this time. And then inhaling back up, then half moon to the right. And then inhale all the way up. Find length. As we exhale, arms will reach out to the side and make them feel like they're wings. Feel that chest expand and open. And as we exhale, begin to hinge at the hips forward. Stopping the minute you start to feel your body collapsing. And then bring the hands down to the ground. Keep that heart lifted and slowly start to come into the pose. So again, we can always use blocks under the forearms here, whatever feels good. And then taking a nice big inhale, lifting the chest, coming up to a seat. And we're going to take a moment here and softly come into hands and knees. So if you can, from this space, as you take a nice big inhale, feel yourself lift. Rock forward to the knees. Feel the hips lift and then bring the hands down. Go ahead, once you find that hands and knees, maybe take one leg and stretch it back and play with that just a little bit. And then do the same with the other. And then come back to center. Let the knees open just a tiny bit wider than you usually have them. Allow the hands to be strong. We're going to curl the toes under. Take a nice big inhale, lift here and open that chest. And as you exhale, draw the belly muscles in. At the same time, push the ground away. Feel your knees start to lift up. Find here kind of a half between a puppy dog and a full downward facing dog. Then we're going to walk our hands back towards our feet. And find here a nice forward fold. This is where you get to adjust your pants and your ankle bracelets. Ladies, check to see if you need a pedicure. That will be one of the first things that we do, right, when we're able to again. Take a nice inhale, lift and open the chest. Slowly as we exhale, bring the hips back a bit and pause here. Let's bring our hands to our thighs. And as we inhale, lift our head, our shoulders, press the hands to the thighs, and ease ourselves all the way up. Give ourselves a nice lengthening here as we reach all the way up. And let's bring ourselves once again, half moon pose. And then inhale back up and exhale to the opposite side. And then come back to center. The arms gently come back down. And just take a moment to find mountain. Now here we do not want to be all the way at the front of the mat. We want to be at least towards the middle or the back. And take a moment and shift your weight side to side. Shift to one foot. Feel the energy in the leg. Shift yourself to the other side. And notice that when you shift your weight to one side, maybe you can bend the knee of the other leg. Start getting the weight off of that foot. So we're not doing a balance pose, but just feel how you can lift gently. There you have it. Now the next time we step on the left foot, we're going to feel that right foot begin to lift and slowly step it forward. Keep that left leg strong. Feel that right knee having a gentle bend. And let's take that left foot and turn it in a little. So I'm just going to move myself that you can see. So the left heel turns in just a bit. The right toes face forward. It's not a big move. And if you feel that right hip coming forward, ease that hip back, left hip forward, because you're trying to keep your hips squared and aligned with your shoulders that you're looking forward. Toes, all 10, are wide and long. Let's find Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. And let's take a big inhale, letting our arms rise up overhead. Find some length here. And then we slowly want to press the right foot as though you're pushing the front of the mat away, and feel that right thigh actually activate to straighten that knee. So like you're pushing that ball of the foot into that mat, and you feel now this front of that thigh. That's how that works. It extends that leg. So it's like you feel that kneecap rising up into the thigh. And then can we slowly begin to bend that knee just a bit again. Now as we exhale, bring our arms out to the side. We're going to bring them at our hips. We're going to lift here and open our heart, and let's bend at our hips, but bring our upper body parallel to the ground if we can. So stop when you feel it's too much. If you allow all of your weight to come forward onto that right leg, it's going to say some not very loving things for you. So guide the right hip back, guide the left hip forward to feel those hips aligned. And then as you inhale, begin to lift the upper body up again. Just bring your hands down to your side. And now all the weight will be on that left again. So we want to take that left heel back a little bit. Can we bring our weight back and step back with that right foot? There you have it. So find mountain. And then we're shifting our weight side to side again. We just want to repeat that on the other side. So when you're ready, our weight comes into the right. Feel that we can take that left foot up, step it forward gently. Has a little bend to the knee. Feel that right leg now powerful and strong. Did you feel that kneecap rising into the thigh? Maybe turn that heel of the right in a bit. Find that warrior. Left hip back, right hip forward, in line under the shoulders. Let's take a big deep breath. Take that extension of our body. All 10 toes are wide and long. And then imagine you're taking the ball of the left foot. You're pushing that front of the mat away. Feel that left leg getting strong and straight. So now you feel that thigh really activating, that kneecap rising into the thigh. You're stretching that body up as high as you can. And then when you're ready, slowly bending that left knee again. That right leg is strong, the hips are powerful. Let's exhale, bring the arms down to the side, hands come to the hips again. Inhale, lift and open the chest. Now as we come forward, left hip kind of eases back, right hip kind of eases forward a bit. This is called our patient warrior pose. And then as we inhale, slowly, slowly, slowly come back up. Let's readjust that right heel so it comes back. Put all that weight on that right, step back with the left. Take a moment here. Let's find one more time that mountain pose. Wherever you are on the mat, just find that footing. Feel all 10 toes wide and long. Now let's do a little balance today before we come back down on the mat. So let's once again bring our weight into our left foot. Feel, if you can, that right just coming up again, and maybe just feel that knee lifting up right in front of you. Can you take those toes up? Can you just stand tall? Can you take the arms out to the side? Maybe you take your arms all the way up. Find your breath. And then the arms can come down to the side. If you lifted them, the foot comes down. And again, just play. You've got it. Because that's all this is yoga play. It's breath, our bodies. We just have one more side, so when you're ready, come on to that right. Feel that left knee lifting. Remember, if the toe is pushing down, the leg is heavy, so toes come up. Breathe, stand tall. Maybe you take the arms out to the side. Maybe they come up. What feels good to you? Remember, the great Walendas always have that big pole for balance. So if that's where you wish to be, go there. And then whenever you're ready, arms and foot come down. Find mountain pose. Take a big breath. Let it go. Now when you're ready, big deep breath. Arms rise all the way up. Lift your fingers upwards to the sky. Feel yourself lengthening from fingers to feet. Soften your knees, so feel your knees bouncy. Exhale, arms will reach out to the side and flow ourselves down into a fold. Maybe walk the hands to one side, whatever side you wish to come to. They then come back to center and to the opposite side. Come back center once again. And as we inhale, look forward. Let's slowly begin to lower ourselves down onto the mat. So go ahead and ease ourselves onto our backs once again. Gather the blanket, whatever it is that you choose to support your body, a pillow. Find that place that you once again can lie out. And let's just invite our right knee to come upwards in towards our chest. And then can we ease that right leg to the left? Just give ourselves a little twist, allowing our right arm to reach out to the side. Feel the right shoulder melting down. Feel the jaws relaxed. Let's just take a few breaths here. And then as we ease ourselves back out of the pose, let's bring that right leg into the chest once again. Can you bring your right arm to the inside of that right knee? Can you reach the big yogi toe? And then bring yourself here into a half happy baby pose. Maybe you would prefer just to keep the right knee into your chest and maybe open it out to the side a little, whatever feels good. And maybe you would like to extend that right leg and take it out to the side. So whatever feels good for you. And then gently bringing that leg back in, softening it back out onto the mat. Letting the left knee come into your chest. Just feel lengthening in the body. And then that left knee gently comes to the right as that left arm comes out to the side and we turn our gaze to the left. Just pause here. And then gently and slowly coming out of the twist. Left knee into the chest. And then maybe bringing that left arm to the inside of the left leg, reaching for that big yogi toe, and come here into a half happy baby pose. And then maybe just letting that leg reach out, whatever feels good. But just breathe. And then maybe as that left leg is in that half happy baby, maybe that right leg just wants to come up and meet it, and you come into a full happy baby, if that feels good. And then from wherever you are, let's gently release. If there is something else that calls to you for you to seal your practice today, please come to that place. Maybe it's to come into a bridge as we did early. Maybe you like that legs up the wall, without the wall, unless you are at a wall. Maybe a Supta Baddha Konasana, that reclining butterfly pose when the bottoms of the feet are together, the knees are out, and the body's relaxed. And once you seal your practice, let's settle ourselves in to rest for our relaxation. Relaxing our jaws, relaxing our eyes, our shoulders and arms, our hips and our legs. Our upper and lower teeth have a gentle space. Our whole body is relaxed. All we need to do is breathe. Slowly begin to wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Move our ankles and move our wrists. Stretching out our arms and legs. And then giving ourselves a hug. And then easing ourselves up into a seat that we can all join with our hands together at our hearts. May the long-time sun shine upon you. May all love surround you. And may the pure light within you guide you on. Peace, peace.